Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Browns are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Jets, who will have to be at their best to slow them down. And with that, we'll send you up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, which is where we'll find our broadcasting team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, the Cavaliers may have lifted the local championship drought, but there's another team who'd like a little of that success, and that's the Browns, as we come to you from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
A second down throw for Brissett. He finds the rookie, Sharon Peak. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brissett to throw on first. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brissett on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Brissett now on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Brissett. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Time running out here on the play clock. This is the 6th rounder from Eastern Michigan, Darius Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
His throw incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
On the run, this is Jackson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Now the Browns' replacement for Andy Lee. It's 7th-year man Britton Colquitt on to punt it. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super
toe.
2nd down, Brissett. He gets it here to Peak. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
To throw, Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Marshall will be the lone receiver right. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Let's go!
They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go!
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
Still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. And a wildcat formation here.
Let's go! Grand 38! All right!
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go!
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him. And he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off on a great one. Darrelle Revis. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. set on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Parkey not able to convert. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
We're set now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, this is Forte. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
We're set from the gun on 3rd. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time to step aside. More from Cleveland after this. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go.
In motion, Safarian Jenkins. A second down throw for Brissett. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Brissett again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he fields it cleanly. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go. Right at 38. Right over there.
They start on the ground with Forte. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead up. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. To return, it's George Atkinson. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Halfback sent in motion. A first down throw for Brissett. A dump off to Forte. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be a New York first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, Forte. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Andrew Hawkins has it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnidge, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They run again with Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Brissett. And Latimer's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a run with Forte. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is Forte. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Marshall will be the lone receiver right. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And his pass incomplete. Eric Decker the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Slot man moves right. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
To throw is Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Well, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And we're back now here in Cleveland. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, Brissett. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Peake's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Brissett. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And the wide out in motion. On 3rd down, Brissett. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. And they'll run it here. Look at the spin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They run the counter now on first down. And able to push it. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to... Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your